think about doing that because it's good for the environment. You guys can go sit down now. Alright, so that's it for volunteers. Okay. Alright, so do you guys know what your eco footprint is? Yes and no. Your eco footprint is how you impact the environment. So by not turning the tap off, he made a big eco footprint, which is very bad for the environment. 10 liters of water got wasted. Whereas by turning the tap off, you got a small eco footprint, you only use a little bit of water.
Do you guys know what a watershed is? Yes? Okay, you tell me what a watershed is. So I will tell you that. This is our watershed. A watershed means that when it rains, all the land gets drained into one area, down some rivers and creeks, down to bigger rivers and streams, and then eventually down to our Lake Ontario. Around here, we are a part of the Lynn Creek watershed. So this is our watershed model. We're going to try and think of some pollutants we have in our environment, and then see what happens to our watershed when it rains. Can you guys think of any pollutants that we might have? No one can think of anything? Yep. Yeah, but what might go on the land that we do to it? Yep. Your dog goes to the bathroom, so I'm going to spray some dog poop on here. In Durham region alone, which is the area around here, there is about 4 tons of dog poop left on the ground every single day. And a ton is about the size of a hippo. So imagine just 4 hippos, but that's all poop. So you wouldn't really want that just lying on your land. Can you guys think of anything else? Yep. Exactly. Maybe you're really bad at littering. So you're just throwing stuff out your window when you're driving along. You shouldn't do that. It's not very good. Or you're just eating in a park when you leave your garbage. You guys think of anything else? Yep. Your car's leaking oil. So we're going to put some oil on our ground there. Do you guys know what fertilizer is? What's fertilizer? Yeah. Give me some chemicals. This is the same amount of land here as the farmer's field here. Which area do you think uses the most fertilizer? City here or farmer's field? Yep. Farmer's field. Very good guess. Actually, the city here. They use 3 times more fertilizer than a farmer would on his field. And the reason for that is that he's going to test his soil. If it doesn't need any fertilizer, he's not going to add more to it. So waste of money for him, and it's not very good for the environment. So we're going to add some more fertilizer on here. Oh, I forgot to tell you what else the farmer does. Years ago, he would have his animals just walk to the lake and have a drink all by themselves. But what happens if they had to go to the bathroom? Anywhere. He's not going to run up to the barn to go to the bathroom, which was a problem because he poop in the water, and that's where he gets your drinking water from. So nowadays, he puts up a fence, not letting his animals just go to the water, and instead he brings the water to them. So you guys can help me out by rubbing your hands together for some rain. We are going to rain on our watershed. So all that poop, all that extra fertilizer we have on our land, all that litter and oil, gets washed down our watershed. Down our rivers and creeks, down our streams, and down into Lake Ontario. And where do you guys get your drinking water from? You get it from Lake Ontario. So would you guys really want to drink all this? No. This is all your poop, all your fertilizer, all your garbage you didn't pick up.
If we had to.
So it's not very tasty to drink. Years from now, if you don't care,
at it. It's pretty dry. It's pretty rocky, pretty sandy. We can't grow a whole lot in that subsoil. So that's why topsoil is so important. So how many years do you think it took for this inch of topsoil to get made? Yep. More than 2 years. Yep. More than 30 years in the very back. Not quite a trillion. Yep. More than 100. Right beside them, yep. Less than 1,000. This actually took 500 years to make this little inch of topsoil. So topsoil is very valuable. But what are some things we could do to make more topsoil, maybe speed up that process? Things you guys do at home, maybe. Yep. Sorry? Yeah, water might speed it up. Yep. No, not fertilizer. One more guess. Yep. We're going to compost. All that leftover food we don't eat, it gets sent out to the landfill, and they have a process, and they make it into topsoil. So we can speed it up a bit by composting. So does anybody know what a wetland is? This is going to be our wetland. No? Well, a wetland acts a bit like a sponge. There's a big storm, a big rain, it soaks up all that water, and it slowly releases it. But that water is nice and clean, right? So wetlands are very good for the environment. They clean out all those toxins. And our last surface is asphalt. What's asphalt good for? Driving on? It's good to drive on. That's about it. So let's see what happens when it rains on all these surfaces. So we're raining on the top, or the asphalt, raining on the topsoil, and we're raining on the wetland. So what one ran the fastest? 1, 2, or 3? 1. That's right. So all those gas and toxins we talked about on the road are going to run right off this asphalt, untreated, through your sewers directly into Lake Ontario. What happened when the water hit the topsoil? Yep. Yeah, the dirt fell off. So it's eroding. That's also really bad because we want to look after our topsoil. And what happened when that rain hit the wetland? Yep. Yeah, the water got soaked up, and when it comes out, it's nice and clean. So what are some things we could do to protect our soil from eroding because it's so valuable? Yep. No, ready? Okay. If we look over at these pictures over here, you can see the soil's eroding. This farmer has a problem. So now, he's going to no-till farm his field. He's going to leave the old crop on there, the stalk and the roots of the plant, and things he doesn't need, he's going to leave it there. So those roots act like little claws, and they're holding that soil in place, so if it rains, it doesn't get washed away. So that's how farmers are going to protect their topsoil, because it's so valuable. So what's an important day that's coming up pretty soon? Earth Day. So what are you guys going to do for Earth Day? Yep. Yep. Yeah, we're going to help the environment, and we're going to leave the tap not running. We're going to save all that water. What else can we do? Yeah. Sorry? Raining? Raining. Maybe turn the lights off in the room when we don't need to. Maybe we don't need to play our video games all the time. We can play outside. That's good. What about planting trees? Good answer. Grass? Things we could do for